first one was just a 14-foot rowboat. I think I was 16 years old. I worked with my father before that because he built boats for years, and I worked with him. But the first one I built on my own, well, I was 16 then, and I thought I knew it all, which I didn't. But it wasn't a great boat. She was a bit rough. Well, I learned it from my father. He did it most of his life, I would say. He built a lot of boats. Used to every winter when we lived in Boyle Cove, where I grew up. Every winter he built a boat for someone, a 32, 33, 34-foot boat, and get $300. A winter's work, $300. Huh? We grew up down Boyle Cove, and there were times when you couldn't get anything across Boyle Cove Neck in the wintertime. Maybe if you had a horse, you could, run back and forth. And in the summertime, you had your motorboat. But there was a period in the spring when you couldn't use a horse and you couldn't use a motorboat because you couldn't put a boat out down there. The water was too rough. You couldn't put it out until probably, last week in May or something. So then you had to row up, we'd row up here to the trading company, buy your supplies or whatever, and row back, and then we use it, for gunning, duck hunting and stuff like that. And, used it for a lot of things. We always built from a half model. 1 inch equals a foot. If you got a model 20 inches long, well, you build a boat 20 feet long, 1 inch to a foot. And everything is taken off the same way from, 1 inch equals a foot. That's your scale for whatever. No two exactly alike. So if I saw one that I built anywhere in the world, I'd know I built it. You might come and look at it and see it again a year later and not know the difference, but I would know. You might not know, but I'd know. I'd know if I did the work on that. It's just the work is in it and the shape of it and whatever, I would know every one I ever built. I've built, I suppose, probably 40 or more over the years. I would know every one if they were still around, which they're not. If they were around, I would know if I built it. Same way my father always knew his boats too. He always had a different style counter, and different ways of doing the forming knees and casing knees. And you could pretty much tell from that, I would know his boats too. Wood boats, not like fiberglass. I mean, fiberglass is like, pouring a lid into a mold, everyone will come out alike, but wood, they all turn out different. I'd rather have a wooden boat any day than have fiberglass. My father was one of the best over his lifetime. There was one builder here in Seldom, Frank Anthony. He was a good man, good builder, and they were on the Highland across the run there we passed coming down on the ferry. There were people over there who were good builders too, but they're all gone right now. Well, I always said if I can't do it, you don't need it.